Swastiastu. Hello, my name is Putunina Angliani. I'm from 5B class English education and I will present about class management, discipline and reinforcement for English young learner settings. In class management, there are several factors in the realizations of class management, including the following. Number one, class dynamic factor. The learning environment has an important influence on learning outcomes. The physical environment is preferable and meets the minimum requirement to support the learning process and has a positive influence on learning objectives. The physical environment in questions includes A. The room where the teaching and learning process takes place. The study room must allow all students to move freely, not justly and interfering with one another when carrying out learning activities. The size of the class management classroom independent on the type of activities and the number of students doing the activities. Where decorations that have educational value. There are several conditions that need to be tried to so that the class is comfortable and fun. Number one, classroom arrangement. Number two, class equipment. Number three, laboratory room. Number four, curriculum factor. Curriculum factor with classroom management is designed as the sum of educational experience that are the center of the school's responsibility is helping children achieve their educational goals in a planned and organized manner, because classroom activities are not centered on the delivery of material or intellectual knowledge, but also pay attention to aspects of personal formation, but as individual being and social being, as well as moral beings. Number three, factor building and classroom facilities. Planning in building a building for a school relates to the number and area of each room, location and decoration that must be adapted to the curriculum use. However, because the curriculum can always change while the room or building is permanent, creativity is need in managing the utilization of space or the available buildings are based on the curriculum use. In this context, the teacher's skill in classroom manage is needed. Number four, teacher or teaching factor. Teachers are people who work in the field of education and learning, who are responsible for helping children reach their respective maturity. The teacher does not only stand in front of the class to convey certainly material of knowledge, but is a member of the community who must be active and free-spirited and creative in directing the development of the student to become member of the community. Teachers must also be able to create an atmosphere in the classroom so that there is learners interaction that can motivate student well and seriously. Number 5, student factor. And students are class element who have a sense of collectiveness, which is an important condition in creating a dynamic class. 3. Students must have a sense of belonging to their class in order to be able participate in class activities. This feeling will foster a sense of responsibility for the class. This attitude can grow well if the following classroom management actions are taken. A. Involving students in the process of planning and implementing class actions. The teacher only provide instruction and guidance so that learning activities are in line with the curriculum. B. Provide opportunities for students in the division of tasks for the benefit of the class. C. If the teacher or homeroom teacher is absent, share and hand over tasks in the form of responsibility for managing the household and class discipline among students. D. Motivating students to always be willing to organize their class regularly, for example in cleaning the classroom. E. Develop a willingness to cooperate in every activities. F. Develop together with students class rule and discipline and form a class management that work together for one academic years. G. And encourage students to always think about class activity and dare to propose them to be done together inside or outside the classroom. Positive discipline that must be applied in classroom manage is a learning process. The positive discipline method is a process of educating children to exercise self-control and self-confidence formation. The positive discipline method can be used in fostering the disciplined character of elementary school children. Discipline is different from punishment, although discipline is often applied using punishment technique. Positive discipline is not like punishment, which does not necessarily make children aware of the mistakes they have made. This is because discipline focus on that we expect students to get in learning. Discipline is also focused on effort so that children are able to learn. Discipline itself is actually a process, not a single action. Teachers need to pay attention to identifying case and their cause before applying positive discipline, so they can find solution, step and method use with a comprehensive understanding of a case. The teacher will have the opportunity to determine the solution without taking action that are actually counterproductive to the nature of educational and character education for elementary school children. Negative discipline to avoid in classroom management. Regarding effort to manage the classroom effectively, there are several things that teachers should avoid, namely, number 1, excessive interference comments. Questions or instruments given suddenly when students are busy doing something will cause the activity to be interrupted. This intervention need to be avoided by the teachers, so that teachers teaching and learning activities in the classroom run effectively. And number 2, disappearance. Disappearance is a condition in which the teacher fails to complete an instruction, explanation, comment clearly, or it can also occur if the teacher is silent for too long and the student do not have any activities, so that the student mind wander and are not concentrate on the things. This causes the teaching and learning process to run ineffectively because a lot of time is wasted useless. And number 3, inaccurately. In starting and ending activities in the classroom must begin and appropriately. Incorrectness is starting and or ending activities inappropriate can cause the teaching and learning process to be ineffective. For example, the teacher does not end an activities the immediately start a new activities and returns to the first activity, and so on repeatedly. This can cause students' attention to be unfocused teacher and also not focused, so that learning activities are not smooth. Number 4, deviation. Deviations can cause learning activities to not run smoothly. This could be caused by the teacher being with a particular activities or material, so that in eventually divides from the mind's activities or from the subject matters. Okay, that's all my presentation, and I close with Paramasanti. Om Santi Santi Santi.